How to get your life back in 30 minutes a day. You don't lack time. You lost control of it. Most people describe their exhaustion by saying they have no time left. But when you look closely, the real problem is almost never the amount of time they have. It is the fact that their time is constantly being taken without permission. From the moment the day begins, attention is pulled in 10 different directions. Messages arrive before the mind is fully awake. Expectations pile up before any real choice is made. And by the time evening comes, the body may have stopped moving, but the mind is still reacting to everything it was dragged through. This is why rest no longer feels restorative, because even in moments that look like rest, the nervous system is still responding, still scrolling, still comparing, still bracing itself for the next demand. Burnout is not created by meaningful effort done with intention. It is created by endless small tasks, done without control, without closure, and without a sense of ownership over one's own time. Before anything else can change, before habits, goals, or motivation are addressed, control has to be reclaimed. Not over the entire day, but over a single, clearly defined block of time that belongs to you alone. 30 minutes is enough to begin that process. Not because it solves everything, but because it establishes something far more important than productivity, which is authority over how your time is used. Why 30 minutes is enough. 30 minutes works precisely because it does not feel overwhelming or unrealistic, and because it does not require you to become a different person overnight. When people are already exhausted, ambitious plans only create more resistance, while small commitments feel approachable, defensible, and repeatable even on difficult days. This block of time does not exist to fix your entire life, and it does not exist to catch up on everything you think you are behind on. It exists to move one meaningful thing forward without pressure. Consistency does not grow out of intensity or discipline. It grows out of systems that can survive low energy, doubt, and imperfection. When something moves forward every day, even slowly, the feeling of being stuck begins to fade, and in its place, a quiet sense of direction returns. Momentum is not created by speed. It is created by knowing that progress will happen again tomorrow, no matter how today went. What you do matters less than when you do it. Most advice focuses obsessively on what to do, which habit to build, which routine to follow, or which skill to improve. But timing is often far more important than content. If you place your 30 minutes at the end of the day, it must compete with exhaustion, decision fatigue, and emotional depletion, and in that competition, it usually loses. This block must be anchored to a fixed time, the same time every day, so it stops being a decision and becomes a default. Whether that time is early in the morning before external input begins, or early in the evening before the body fully collapses, matters less than the fact that it is protected and non-negotiable. When time is fixed, resistance drops dramatically because the brain responds more reliably to structure than to intention, and showing up becomes easier than deciding. The rule that makes this work. The rule that makes this entire system function is simple but strict. During these 30 minutes, you work on one predefined task and nothing else. That task is chosen the day before, so when the time arrives, there is no debate, no searching, and no hesitation about where to begin. The goal during this time is not to finish, optimize, or perform perfectly. The goal is to apply focused effort without interruption. Overwhelm is rarely caused by the size of a task. It is caused by unclear starting points and constant switching. which drain far more energy than the work itself. By removing choice in the moment, clarity replaces anxiety, and effort becomes possible again. What changes after a few weeks? After a few weeks of protecting this time, something subtle but important begins to change. You stop feeling as though your life is being entirely dictated by external demands, and you stop waiting for the perfect moment to begin taking yourself seriously again. No matter how chaotic the day becomes, you know there is one point where you will meet yourself, and that meeting restores a sense of identity and self-trust that burnout quietly erodes. Energy begins to return, not because life becomes easier, but because you are no longer powerless inside it. 30 minutes a day does not solve every problem, but it steadily gives you your life back in a way that feels calm, sustainable, and real. If this helped you rethink how your time actually works, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Leave a comment about when you would place your 30 minutes each day. And if this was useful, press like so it reaches others who feel burned out and overwhelmed.